software and IT now. And I think that having a strong technical background in a core discipline is the best thing that you can do to come out here. All the rest of it, the navigation and the piloting and stuff is easier to teach than teaching somebody like electronics theory or mechanical fluid dynamics or something like that, because us flying these vehicles is probably a third of our job. Another third is fixing it when they're broken, and a lot of that is problem solving, and you need to have a good technical background.
Well, yeah, that's great. That's great. I don't think I would have thought about the other 2/3 of the job.
And Mike, you started in industry.
Yeah, I started. Well, I live in Newfoundland, so at one point there were a hell of a lot of ROV job opportunities there. So I started out there, and then less than a couple of years later, they loaned me out. The people I was working for loaned me out to do a science job, and just made more jobs off that one, and then just started doing it, contracting full time.
Do you want to, should we bring it in a little bit next up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we also have the lasers on, please?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
I've been
Thank
meaning to do that.
060, too subtle.
Sure.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, bridge nav. 20 meter step bearing 060.
It's quite interesting terrain.
Yeah. Can we get closer to the wall, or is it this distance needed since it's unknown?
I haven't given Mike much scope on the tether right now, so
Okay.
we're just trying to get closer right now.
Okay. Wow, look at that.
That actually matches up pretty well with the contours. It's pretty cool.
Aaron, is the ROV the green line?
Argus,
That's Argus, okay.
Yeah, and then Herc is
Oh, we're
up here.
up there. Interesting.
And there's two positions for Herc. The one that I'm looking at is the one that has like that pointer on it. Well, that's the DVL. The other one is the USBL position. So they differ from each other depending on how good our USBL is. When we get a few USBL hits, we try to reset so they're on each other, but that's been a bit spotty.
Okay.
And Argus is all over the board. So if you see that green spiking, don't believe it.
Okay.
This is pretty cool.
This is way
Yeah.
cool.
That's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's all this purpley stuff up here.
Purpley stuff.
In the crack there? Is
Oh,
that
it's
an octopus?
Where are you seeing that at?
In the crack.
Right
Oh.
in there.
Just above the lasers.
Like a tentacle of an octopus.
Like a pancake
Yeah.
octopus.
Zoom
Wow.
in video.
What a great hiding spot.
I wonder.
You guys have good eyes.
You think it's a different? The
No,
one-
I was
what
wondering
one's
if it
it?
had eggs under it,
Oh.
but can't tell. Because that seems like a nice spot to have some eggs to protect.
At the end of my tether there. Okay, full wide, please.
But I think it's still that Grenladone.
Should I harder into the wall?
Let's just get our bearings here.
All these little
It's all
spikes.
lumpy. It's hard to tell what is the wall.
Yeah, I think we're on this plateau,
Yeah.
right? And so could come back down. or just keep kind of shifting along and see if you can come down.
Is there preference from science?
Let's see. I'm curious since this has been very similar. I'm wondering what's a little bit more on top of it. If it plateaus out. Is that what you're feeling, Erin, with the contours?
I'm feeling whatever you're feeling. It does look like it does flatten out here. If you want to check out what's up there.
Yeah, let's check that out since we've been doing this kind of a...
We want to go up on the flat stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what's there.
Well, then you can just drive us ahead or at some 45 degrees type, something like that.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Bridge nav. Another octopus. Can we have a 20-meter step bearing 045?
Because I'm wondering if those rock walls are just too sheer for anything to hang on to.
Well, this is pretty cool with these lumps everywhere.
Yeah.
Pinnacles.
Yep. Science team, we have another question regarding why are we looking for corals so deep? One of our viewers is wanting to know the difference between these deep sea corals and corals that we find near the surface.
These corals are different than the corals most people think of in warm water ecosystems, tropical reefs. These corals live in complete darkness, and so therefore they don't have what shallow water corals have. They have a relationship with an algae called zooxanthellae, and that algae relies on sunlight to provide nutrients to the coral. So those are what warm water corals are like, whereas these deep water corals receive no sunlight. That we only see them because of the lights from the ROV.
Zoom in their video.
They are feeding themselves. All this white marine snow we see is floating around is actually phytoplankton, zooplankton, dead and alive, and so the corals have polyps, these little grabbers, to get their food from the water column. And we're interested in deep water corals because not much is known about them at these depths, since as technology has advanced, we've been able to go this deep. So we're learning a lot about new species, and they're also extremely slow growing and long lived. So even more reason
full wide
to understand them as they've been around. Some of these larger ones, if we come across, could be hundreds of years old. I think the oldest bamboo coral ever recorded was 400 years old.
Keep the moves coming ahead there.
Okay. Just be careful. Looks like you have a rock.
Yeah.
You're in a wall, like a little, could be there. Bridge nav.
I think this is it now.
Another step, same bearing.
Yeah. I think she's talking about that rock here.
Oh, yeah.
Because these deep water corals are so long lived, do you think that's why do you think that makes it more helpful for when scientists study them
cool
and
sponge.
looking at like seawater chemistry changes?
Yes, so certain types of corals can record in their skeletal structure the seawater conditions that they've experienced through their lives. Particularly the bamboo corals do that.
In their video.
So exactly when we collect a bamboo coral and the scientist does the analysis on its skeleton, they can see the types of within. So the bamboo corals lay down as they grow rings similar to what a tree does for aging, but also within those rings it's storing the history of what the ocean was like during that time. And there's technology, and we have a PhD student at the Bodega Marine Laboratory who is trying to understand that, the different ocean conditions that these corals have lived in throughout their lives.
That's really interesting.
It is really interesting.
Do we want to move east along this now?
Is that a question for me?
Anybody. I'll take opinions from anybody.
Sure.
We can move east, or we can keep kind of go
Let's follow it along, and then if it gets pretty boring, I guess we can go back down to the wall. Does that sound okay?
Sounds great.
Okay.
Sure. So I'm going to go about 087, if that's cool.
Sure.
Sure thing.
Bridge nav. The 20-meter step bearing 087.
Yeah, this thing here, if you want to play with it, is this is a mouse.
Yeah.
The only thing you really have to do is see the little blue box around this one. If I click over here, it goes over there.
Yeah, okay.
So that's just selecting which one. And once you have the one selected, you can do a lot of functions just on these buttons.
Yeah.
It's like range and scan are ones that we typically use. And reverse scan is a big key one that people will often ask for, because if you're just trying to target something, you just hit that and it will just keep cycling the, see the Argus one?
Stand by. Go ahead, Bridge. I think that should be possible. Hold on. Can you guys stand by while I go talk to Vitaly?
Sure.
Do you want him to hold the position here, or just finish out this move?
You might as well finish out the move, but yeah, let him stop. I don't want to keep plowing around with no navigator there.
Okay. Bridge nav.
Sorry, I might come down a little.
Bridge nav. I'm just going to wait till you finish up this move, and then I'll be over, okay? Oh no, what did we do?
Aaron, do you mind ranging out a little on Herc to 15 meters?
Can sure try. So over.
Yeah. And just like right click, or left click, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
Alright, and range out.
Yeah.
Like so?
Other way.
Other way.
10 meters per.
I wonder what. Can we get a little closer to the seafloor?
Yep.
Thank
There
you.
you go. Perfect.
This is bringing it down to 10 meters, right?
It's bringing it to 2
Yeah,
meters.
we got 10 meters per division. So
Yeah.
whatever, 50 meters.
Oh, okay, I was looking at the wrong thing. Sorry.
Yeah,
Like so.
that's
That is
perfect.
so pretty.
Yeah. Perfect.
Normally you don't see their arms all stretched out like that.
Is that just one?
I think so.
I think it is just one. Zoom in there.
That is a yoga pose if I've ever seen one. Sorry, Mike. I can give you more, but I'm starting to see the ground as it kind of heaves around
that's,
here.
That's okay. We'll get up. I'm pretty far away from you.
I'm gonna range out a little, range in a little bit.
Push core. Oh, what were you saying? Oh.
Alright, can you guys
Yeah,
entertain yourselves here for a minute?
Hold here.
I don't know, Aaron.
We're gonna miss you.
I got a full wide video.
This would be good. I think when Eric comes back, we could try a push core. It looks soft enough.
If you want to just do one here, it'd be a great time while Aaron's gone.
Oh, we can do it when she's gone? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
All right.
Sure.
I mean, it's all the same. I'm just going to get a better position.
Yeah.
Are most of these sea pens?
Yeah, these are
They
sea
like
pens.
this. None of those sponges aren't here. You know the one you were
Hold
saying.
on,
the
I'm all.
Oh, the
Tough
predatory
ones. Yeah.
sponge? No, these are all sea pens.
These are all sea pens. Okay.
Those sponges need some hard rock to hook onto.
Oh, okay.
How many hours of video have you watched?
Good question. I don't want to admit that. But from the expedition in Cordell Bank in 2017, there was 76 hours of video.
Wow.
Wow.
And I watched it. That was just on the bottom. I didn't watch the
Cool.
Whoa.
Want to image the octopus
water
first?
column.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Zoom in there.
Hi, Guy.
Hello.
We're friendly. I wonder what all those
Oh,
black
it's like
little
curling out.
things are.
Yeah, I was looking at those.
No.
They might be brittle star arms. So there are brittle stars
bury.
that bury.
Hmm.
Wow, what's he doing? Attack mode.
Yep, looks like it.
Well, it is an intimidating stance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm scared.
All right, buddy.
Looks
So
like
that's
that
a nice
wall's
big
good
hole.
at-
Go for a hole. Full wide.
Looks like the sandy bottom starting to encroach on 20 meters on our sonar.
Yeah.
You were quick.
All right, so that was quite interesting. There's a vessel 2 nautical miles directly ahead of us that's not under control. It's just drifting, so they have to keep an eye on that.
Okay.
They just want to know from you guys how long it would take to pull the ROVs up to a safe tow position if he has to get out of here.
Is there anything higher than this where we are right now? Looks like the top of the canyon, isn't it?
Let's zoom out.
They're due north of us right now?
They're due north 2 nautical miles. I think it's just gently sloping up that way.
Where does he want to go to escape? South?
I can find out. Bridge nav. What direction would our escape route be? Wait, if we had to get out, which direction would you move? They're at 250. Okay, so you'd probably move west or south. Okay.
He's going out into deeper water, right?
Yeah. We can instruct him to, as long as he didn't have to go east to get out of the way.
Yeah, he's saying he wants to go over this way somewhere, so we're higher than all that, right?
Yes, yeah.
All right, I don't know what to tell him for time.
How high do you come up for tow?
Come like 100 meters off.
100 meters before I ask him to move, and then we can keep coming up while he maneuvers. But
I think he just wants to have how much headway he has to give us if something looks sketchy.
20 minutes.
Is that it? All right. Does this sound clangy to you guys?
Sounds a little spacey.
Yeah, I hear it.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. It's weird though. All right.
Okay, we're gonna do a push core.
Yes, please.
All right, Jess, we can switch if you want.
Sure.
So science team, why this spot for a push core?
It looks like it has a nice amount of soft sediment And we've been primarily on those vertical walls. So while we're up here, it seems like a good spot to get one.
And what kind of information will this push core tell us?
So those are going to a researcher with the Bodega Marine Lab. And I think her general question is looking at microfossils in the sediment. And essentially it would be for aging purposes.
So when you say microfossils, you're talking about things like foraminiferans, things that have drifted down and settled out, or?
Exactly, yeah. So I don't know exactly which microfossils it would be, but I would, like what you just said, I can't say that word. You say it.
Foraminiferans.
Thank you.
Sure.
And other calcareous types of fossils, silicon fossils. So anything that has died and settled to the seafloor and collected over time is a bit of a way to track the history of age in the mud layers.
Also potentially, again, seawater chemistry.
Exactly, yeah.
We can change over our cameras. Let me know when you want me to go over to the side. Oh, sorry.
So we've got 3, 4, and 5 available.
Roger, you ready to come out? Okay, so I'm try out. Any more? Roger. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I see. Yeah. Then you're gonna reassess, redo your grip then when you're over there then. No. Roger. Sure thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
I just take this core like anywhere here in front of me?
Yes.
All right.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Gotta be bang on, yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, no, that's a good hint. Is the angle, having it better angle than just straight down or straight to the perpendicular. Yeah, that's a really good hint.
Beautiful. Some sticky mud.
Wow. What's the length of that push core? How deep do they go?
All right.
I thought you said a meter. Did you say Peter?
You said Peter. Mike. I think this one's a foot. Is that correct?
It looks like a
Over?
foot. Oh, is it slipping out? Oh no.
Sorry, Mike. It looks like it's still in there though.
Oh.
I think once like, the cap came off of one of them once. That was like a bad moment.
It's tricky lining them up.
Yeah.
I have no idea how you guys can look at those two screens and figure out what you need to do.
Yeah.
It's hard.
You want me to kick out the bin a little bit? It looks like there's, I think so.
There's, looks like there's some.
Up top?
Yeah.
So maybe it's like a half.
Yay.
Do over?
Mike.
I think you got about half of it? Okay, so I would say maybe we'll do one more and then go back down to the wall. So
Okay.
we'll try it again.
Are we allowed? We're allowed
Okay.
4 or 5 cores.
She wanted 4, so maybe if we do all 5, then we've checked our homework off.
Yeah.
Okay. So we could just make this a new sample?
Yeah.
All right, got
Yeah, maybe make a note. Same location, but since
it. Yeah.
like half of it was lost.
Data, what sample numbers are we at?
So the sample that we just put in, this push core was 17, and this next one will be 18.
Okay.
Coming over. Sorry, yeah, sure. One of the mics. Yeah, I hear it too. It's like a ringing noise.
It is
It's like a feedback.
so annoying.
Oh, sorry.
Stop.
Nice. Nice.
Hooray!
Hooray! The gains are so high on this camera. Nice. All right, coming in.
Great, thank you. Okay, Erin, what do you think about going back down to the wall? I got my look up here, and it's not that exciting.
The first moments were the best moments.
Yes.
We got a field of stick things.
It's true. C-pans.
That's it, C-pans.
Which means mud, mud, mud.
Yes, ma'am, no problem.
Thank you.
So back to the wall. Is that the?
Back to the wall.
All right.
Steep and deep.
145, step out. Yeah,
Roger.
okay.
Sounds good. 145.
Bridge nav. Can we have a 20-meter step bearing 145?
Sure thing. A little heavy now. Full of mud, yeah. Didn't realize mud could be so heavy. Until it's stuck to you, I suppose. Let's try this. Alright. Or I might lose a little bit of viz for a minute here. Sorry. So you can also have, there's something called sectors,
Yeah.
which is this little pizza pie shape here.
Okay.
So you can do that just to localize on like one area. Sorry. And like so when we were by that wall, I only did a sector width in the front, just so that it would kind of be a little bit faster updating.
Okay.
Without compromising the resolution. And it kind of focuses us on only the front. But now since we're going kind of backwards, I'll use the back view of Argus to make sure that the back is clear. But yeah, in case we ever if we ever need to change the sector width or something.
Okay, and you just kind of click around, plus minus goes around, positive, negative around, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for the heading, yeah, and then the width. That's
Okay.
pretty much it.
Bridge nav. Another step, same bearing, please.
It's a neat feature. Not seeing it in sonar. Is that our drop off?
Should be coming up on the edge. There it is.
There we go. So that white coral down there is a type of bamboo coral. It just is always a single stalk. And they can get quite long, like 3 meters.
Wow.
Wow.
Sorry, was that you wanted to see this bamboo coral here?
We could zoom in on it or keep moving along.
Sure thing. Our video, go ahead.
Zoom in.
Bridge nav. Another step, same bearing.
Very pretty polyps. And down towards the base, I think I saw, there it is. It's very faint, but there's a black node about, I don't know what that is, an inch or so from where it attaches. So this is called Lepidopsis. Yes, we saw one on a previous watch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and come a little wide there. I'm thinking a little far away.
Looks like there's some shells in the background.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
come full wide there, video.
And then I'm curious, so there's this really faint white fuzzy stuff on the rock right below lasers. Are the lasers on?
That's center rock.
Center, yeah.
There they are.
Uh-huh.
So
The one that kind of looks like a
It's got like,
frilly.
yeah, can we just zoom on that?
Sure. All right, video, go ahead and start to push in there a bit. That's good.
Oh, neat. So this is a type of coral, a soft coral, called Clavularia.
Might sit down here then.
And it's got a very hairy appearance.
It is a weird one, isn't it? All right, video, go ahead and push on in a bit there more, please.
Yeah, it's a little more of encrusting. It doesn't get very tall.
You said it's a soft coral?
A soft coral.
This little fish over here.
Where are you looking? Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, over to the right there, to the left, I mean.
That's called a snailfish.
Oh.
All right, you guys happy with these grabs?
Yes, thank you.
All right, go ahead and come wide there, please, video.
Do you have enough room to come down slope, or should I move the ship a little bit further off?
I have enough room. I'll come forward now.
Can you go on SPL? Like,
We want to try and get like the steepest part of the slope. Or?
Yeah, so let's see. I'm going to look at the contours here. Let's get, so we're above that black contour line. Let's get below there, like kind of where I see the Argus positions are jumping around.
Yeah.
Can we get down to there?
centered between those
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And does that get us in line to the next waypoint? I kind of lost track of.
two. Yeah, it's actually, the
Pretty
waypoint's,
much in line with it.
yeah, it's on that black contour, but I think we're close enough to be able
Okay.
to scan back and forth. All right, Jess, what do I need to do to be able to get you down to there?
I think we need
You just
probably
do
20 meters south
Yeah.
for Herc to be in the middle of there.
Okay,
I agree.
bridge nav.
Caitlin, is that same coral we were looking at?
Yeah, yeah.
I have a 20-meter step bearing 180.
Oh, I see a coral up top.
Yeah.
Just as I told him to move down.
There's a little bit of a current here now.
You can also kind of keep an eye on the target as long as I have the right one selected. So that gives you a feeling for our bearing. And so we are almost directly west of it right now.
Excellent.
Black coral here.
Yes.
Wow, that's a nice one.
Yeah, video, you want to go ahead and push in on this a little bit?
Yes, that's Bathypathes.
That's not a real name. You just made that up.
Sorry.
Is it with the brittle stars, is that dead above the?
I believe
That
so,
part of the
right.
coral? Okay.
Some of the polyps are off of a few of the branches. And you can really see that it's black. All right, that's great. Thank you.
Sure thing. Go ahead and come wide there, video. And just for my knowledge, how much light / how far would you like me away from this wall?
Oh, good question. Maybe a tad bit closer. I know that's not very accurate, but
Okay.
I'll let you know if you can move in, and then I'll tell you.
Something around here?
Yes,
This is-
exactly. Yeah. 'Cause
I'm kind of at the extent of my tether, so I'll just try to hold this distance off the wall as best I can.
okay, thank you. And so the altimeter isn't really helpful since there's no bottom. Well, essentially you're on the vertical wall. Is that?
There's Yeah, so I guess sometimes I go more by the Doppler, just number of beams that we have.
Okay.
It tells us kind of more about how steep the slope is. So if we lose a beam, that means it's a steeper slope. Altimeter does help, but we are on a little bit of a steeper slope.
Yeah.
Okay. To get you down further, do we still need to move off, or is that going to pull Argus too far off?
I can boogie down faster.
Okay. And I think once you're kind of centered on, we'll start moving east.
Sure.
So if there's something I need to do,
Yeah, let's
smack me.
Yeah, we'll get us down there and then we'll see if we need to come in at all, or
Okay.
right now Argus is a bit far away.
So you went a little bit deeper than that, right?
Yeah, I think
A little
Okay.
bit more.
Definitely looks like there was some kind of landslide.
Mm-hmm. Another black coral.
Yes. Oop. I saw that fly
Was
trap.
it a fly trap? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there might be a little bit of a rock feature here.
Pretty cool.
So for our viewers who have just recently tuned in, the EV Nautilus is currently off
Probably
the
going to be
coast
pretty
of
perfect.
Yeah.
California.
Yeah, yes, thanks. Where are we?
Good.
In Box Canyon, we're at about 1,700 meters, and
Come a little
looking
more towards you, then I think it'll be
looking
good.
for hard substrate because it's an excellent place to find black corals and sponges. And this is, I believe, this is an area that
think that's
is being
far
looked at
enough
for the
down?
first time.
How's that look?
That looks great.
Looks good?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
How do you guys
Well,
feel?
Aaron, Argus is pretty much like right where I want to see it. Maybe a little bit closer, like 30 meters I think is like perfect.
Okay.
So if you want to go, well, if we were perfect, what would we do, 90?
Yeah, pretty much 90.
So maybe just do a move or two at 85, and we'll just see. So that way we won't get taken any further back, and then come in nice and easy. It might not bring us in at all, but
Okay.
do that.
Alright.
Have a go at that.
Alright, 20 meter move, 085. Bridge nav. Can we have a 20 meter step bearing 085?
I feel like we've seen more black coral here.
We have.
Other sites.
They're just randomly spaced
Yeah.
along the wall.
It's an interesting rock formation. It kind of looks like it's
Wow.
stretched.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah, it's cool.
Someone took a jackhammer to it.
It seems to be cutting a bit far back.
Yeah. Looks like it's gonna come in a little on this side.
Be careful.
Look at that.
Hello, lovely sea stars.
A neat feature.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think that's a stock. Oh, it doesn't have a head. I thought that would be a stocked sponge.
Would you like to go look at it?
Yes, please, because I've always wondered what these are. I've seen them before, and my theory is that really large stock sponge that we collected in our first watch, I thought these are just the stalks and without the umbrella top.
Good video. Push on in a little bit there, please.
The umbrella top gets
I don't
cut
know
off
if
or
it
goes
just
dies or
died and
something.
fell off. I'm not sure. Why wouldn't the stock go with it? Or is it its own type of sponge?
Huh.
What are you?
You have one more sample. Sorry, pilots.
No, we like a healthy mix of sampling and flying
Yes.
around.
We have undersampled sponges in the past, so that's why I'm extra curious. I would love to get some of this if it's possible. I have seen these before,
Yeah.
and
Gonna come a little wider
they've been
video.
a mystery.
Huh. Now's your chance to solve that mystery.
Do you want to hold it?
So do you want to
Yeah.
take the sample then?
Hold it, and Aaron, can you do 10 meters north just while we're waiting here? We'll just come in, and then we can just go out at 85 or 90 or whatever.
So not hold, but come in 10 meters?
Yeah, 10 meters north.
Bridge nav. Can we
Oh,
get a
it's
10 meter step bearing 000?
corallimorph? Yeah.
Thank you.
Video, are you full wide, please? Thank you. See if I can get us there.
I love seeing that crinoid just hanging out there.
I know.
Just to remind us it's still there.
Voluntary sample.
This could go on its own, or it could share space with a coral.
All right.
In its own. Okay.
Might be able to hold here. Might get pulled off.
I think it's a sponge. It'll be once they grab it, we'll know.
We want to try and get the whole thing.
Ah, it's long. Half?
Okay.
Three quarters? My
Yeah.
spatial awareness is not great. I think everything can fit into these boxes.
Yeah, we can put it in starboard F.
I'm just gonna move the bubble out a little bit.
Sure thing. I'm relatively stable here for now.
Okay. Just get a little zoom video. Perfect.
Oh, it's pretty rigid.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should take less of it. This much.
Sorry.
Why?
Oh.
no.
Oh, shattery.
What is it?
All right, get yourself off the wall there.
Could
Yeah.
it be the shell of
Thanks.
something?
I don't know.
Tube?
Oh, and there's
Wow.
something attached
Yeah, it's
to
got
it.
a little friend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It's a torch. Took me a minute there.
Deep
ROV
sea torch.
Olympics.
The Olympics are coming.
Where is this gonna go?
On
Science?
starboard F?
Starboard F.
Yes.
Roger. Torch. Video, you wanna come full wide, please? Thank you. Let me just get us. And remind me, is there anything floaty right now in the starboard bow?
There is some coral in E, and some small sponges, and some corals in like A, B, and C.
Did they do their 10-meter move, Aaron?
Yeah,
And you get another 10?
sure.
All right, you ready there, Mike?
Bridge nav.
Where's it going?
In
Uh,
F,
E.
starboard F.
Starboard F, I believe.
F.
Yeah.
Is it a big one?
It's a big one,
E
yeah.
has a coral, but I think it should be good.
Oh, so is it E then that you want, Magda?
No, in F.
Roger, an F.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying, like, floaty thing. I don't think whatever is in E should float away.
I think this should be sinky.
I know.
Sinky.
Nice.
There we go.
Rock on.
And that was sample 19.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem.
I called it a mystery stock.
Mystery stuff.
Okay. I'll put the same thing in my notes.
You probably have something more descriptive.
I said
All
long
right.
stock like sponge with the
Yeah.
question mark.
Perfect.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I say bias into it a little bit because we're already 40 meters out, so
Go.
maybe like 80? Not too
Yeah.
much.
So what do you guys think is the rarest thing that we've ever seen on these expeditions? That's a pretty big question,
That's a
but
pretty hard question.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the one that just came in.
Impossible. I don't know. That seems impossible.
do
that
not know.
question. Depends on what type of person you are. If you're a geologist, biologist.
Yeah, right. There was the squid with the feather. It was weird. It was like I think it was the first ever. There was a dead one caught or something before, but it was the first ever imaged one. That was like a couple of cruises ago. It's like a little squid, but it looked like it had like a piece of coral hanging off the back of it. It was its long tail.
Interesting.
I guess that's rare.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Are you sure it didn't just pick up a coral and start hanging it off its tail because it wants some
turns out it
style?
was a shrimp with coral stuck to it.
It's a decorator squid.
There were some good ones over the summer. There was like Trevor was flying and got this hilarious, like strange little jellyfish. It's a little kind of Pac-Man ghost or something.
Yeah, the Pac-Man ghost. Yeah.
Oh.
Would it be more helpful if we had any idea what the proper name is?
Yeah.
It's just as well not to talk about it.
I think that's what's so fun about deep sea ecology. A lot of the stuff is so new that you just kind of name it after what it looks
That's
like.
true.
Bridge nav. Another step, please.
You guys saw that circus squid thing.
Circus squid?
Circus squid?
The one that had like the big ballooning
Oh, the
legs. You and Gabby, I
yeah,
watched that.
Gabby was fine for that. Yeah.
That was a good one.
The octopus garden comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Yeah.
how common
I
that
feel like
is,
that's my
but
answer for every question. What's your favorite thing? What's the coolest thing?
And Nautilus is visiting Octopus's garden next week, right?
Hope so.
That's right. Yes, after this leg in Cordell Bank and Greater Farallon Sanctuaries, the Nautilus moves south to the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary, and we'll be exploring around Davison Seamount. which is a beautiful area. Corals and sponges